stroking hair or definitely is in Nigeria. I got a question. I get these questions a lot. So my husband roped me into doing a video today, as you can tell by the lack of powder on my face. About what kind of pots I have and why I use them. If you kind of followed me on Nigerian for a long time, you know I used to be obsessed with this brand of Nonstick pot called Mastercraft. I think that's what it's called. I know that people are trying to get it in Nigeria, in the UK. I don't really have any of those at this time, and I'll tell you why. Non-stick pots for me, I used them for about a year because they scratch. And once non-stick pots scratch, they're no longer good. Google it. But I won't go into technicalities. But once they scratch, they're no longer healthy. They need some of the chemicals into the food that you're cooking. So usually I use my non-stick pots for about a year because that's about how long they take to scratch. So I'm not saying you will never see me cooking with a non-stick pot, because when I go to the store I see really, really nice ones. I tend to buy them. I just don't spend a lot of money on non-stick pots anymore. So anything over $60, I typically will not buy because I know that I'll only use it for about a year. So that's why you're not seeing any kind of like non-stick cookware in this mix. So I'm just showing you guys what I currently have at home. I'll go through what I have, what I use them for, and what my recommendations are if you're just going to buy like 1 or 2 sets of pots. So I have this guy, which is a non-stick, the expensive kind. I bought this set, so I think there's about 2 things missing from this particular set. This set I got from Costco. You can typically find a set like this on your official website as well. It's a bit expensive, not a bit, it's expensive to buy as a set. Each one of the pot will cost you around like $200 to $400 depending on the size, and the set will typically range from like $2,000 to $3,000 depending on what you have in the set. Do I recommend you go out and get this set? If you like pretty pots, yes. I don't cook with them a lot because the care instruction is too much. Don't wash it when it's warm. Put it somewhere cool. Don't water it overnight. The care instruction is quite a bit, so it's not like my first thing to go cook with. So that's about that. Okay, then I have another set of cast iron, which is, what's the brand again? The brand is Tramontina, and you can typically find this at Costco. So they sell a set of 2. So there's like this big one and there's a smaller one in it. This set costs about $80, which I recommend if you're just trying to get into using cast iron to cook. I recommend it because, it's not like a cutthroat price where if you start getting something like discoloration in it, you're like freaking out. Definitely entry level set. I recommend the Tramontina set from Costco. I use it actually a lot. I use the big one for stew. I use it for rice. I use it for fried rice. I use it for all kinds of cooking. I use it for rice. I use it for everything really these days. The only thing you have to kind of like rearrange your mind, especially if you're just getting into cast iron cookware, is that the heat is different. Like, I feel like the pot kind of like, once it gets hot, it goes into the heat a little bit longer than regular stainless steel. So you kind of have to like consider that when you're cooking, how much time you're putting the thing for, and then you're leaving food in it for a little bit of time, how much time you're kind of like leaving it because it just continues to cook. That's kind of the gist of what I'm saying. So I recommend this one, this expensive one. There's no difference in taste between this and this. There's no difference in utility. There's no difference in, there's really no difference when it comes to cooking. Then I'll move you to my stainless steel. If you're looking to invest in something that is adaptable and really, really good for the Nigerian kitchen, top of my list, stainless steel cookware. Like, the kind of cooking that we do, high heat cooking, you're cooking with sometimes with meat that has bone, you're cooking, you're frying onions, as like your starter and things like that. I just find that stainless steel, heat retention, heat conductibility, everything really for me, stainless steel is the best. Really good quality stainless steel. I have a set of, I believe, the KitchenAid stainless steel set. I've had them since before I got married. Trusted, love everything about it. You know, highly recommend that you get stainless steel cookware, regardless of any type of cookware you have in your Nigerian kitchen. So I'm not sure you can have sets, but this will typically come in like a set of 10 or 12. That's what you see on the box, but they count the cover. They count the cover as like part of the set. So if you see like 12-piece cookware, that's probably including the cover that they're counting to give you the 12-piece cookware. But highly recommend. So you find lots of like brands online. Maybe actually today I can like I like my KitchenAid one. But when I do buy something new, I'll let you guys know. Definitely, I recommend. And I know some of you probably like, well, what if you're doing things like non-stick and you're frying eggs and things like that? Especially on lean, we tend to use frying eggs and you're not using a lot of oil. Sometimes you just need something that's non-stick. Definitely get a non-stick pan. I have Gotham still. I think that's the one that we have, and we use that for like frying eggs and things like that. It still sticks, which is odd because it's not supposed to stick, but it still sticks. But the thing with non-stick is just make sure that once you kind of like see a couple scratches in it, you just throw it out or recycle it and get something else. Then finally, I wanted to talk about this guy, which is more like industrial style stainless steel. People are asking me that all my pots were small. That's why I always covered. So. But I love it. Like when I'm like boiling like large quantities of meat that I'm going to freeze for a couple months. I love it. You usually find this in like warehouse type stores. So in Canada, we have something called Real Canadian Wholesale, which is like places where restaurants go to buy like their restaurant equipment. So that's where you will typically find this. So if you're the kind of person that you have a larger family or you just cook in large batches, that's probably where you will go to find like this stuff and